All right, so I was thinking about this the other day because I must have watched a video or something about it. But the Labyrinth riddle, all right? Most of you will know this from the David Bowie movie, The Labyrinth, which seems to be the most popular iteration of it. Okay, now people, if those of you who don't know, here's the riddle. You have two guards. Each guarding a door, one leads to the castle, one leads to certain death. In this case, the death is represented by a hole with spikes at the bottom. Okay, that's what that is. Sorry, it's not a great drawing, but that's what that is. It's supposed to be a hole with spikes at the bottom. Okay, so one leads to death, the other one leads to the castle. But you're only allowed to ask the guards one question to figure out which door you're supposed to take. And they say that this is the solution to it. And I say it depends on the rules of asking. But I'll write it down here. They say the solution is to ask the guards which door would the other guard, which door would the other guy say, which door would the other guy say leads to the castle? Now, alternatively, you could ask, which door would the other guard say leads to certain death? But that's beside the point. For in this example, let's go with castle, and let's say, for instance, for just this example, that we know just for example, that we know which one is the liar and which one's telling the truth. Let's say this guy's the truth teller and this guy's the liar. Okay, just so we know. In real life, we wouldn't know which one it is. All right, but if you ask this question to this guy, he's going to respond, since he tells the truth, the other guard would say his door leads to the castle. Okay. Sorry, my handwriting is a little smudgy there. Okay. So that's what this guy would say. And that's a true statement. You know, he's a liar. Now, if we're only allowed to, depends, is this question being asked to both of them? Or is this guy just responding to this guy's question? Because if we're only allowed to ask one of them, and then it would go something like this. This guy would say, that's a lie. That's a lie. I would say his door. So we've got this guy saying, this guy will tell you his door leads to the castle. This guy is saying that no, he's gonna say his door leads to the castle. So that learned us nothing. And also, if he gave this response, wouldn't that be violating his thing to lie? The ultimate goal is to not tell the person who's asking the question how to get to the castle. So he would either have to tell the truth about his pit leading to death, or tell the truth about the other guy's door leading to the castle. So he really couldn't respond this way, because not only would it violate his thing that he's supposed to lie, but also it wouldn't tell you anything, because even without that, they're both pointing the finger at each other, so that wouldn't tell you anything. Now, if each of these guys, now let's say alternatively, let's say that it doesn't work that way. Let's say that this question applies to both of them individually. So I ask this guy, which door would the other guard say leads to the castle? And he would respond, the other guard would say his door leads to the castle. And then we get to ask that same question to this guy, and he would say, the other guy would say his door. Oh, no, he wouldn't, because this guy's a liar. He would say, the other guy would say my door. So you've got both of them saying, this guy saying that he would say his door leads to the castle, and this guy saying that this guy would also say that his door leads to the castle. So now you've got both of them pointing the finger at the same door. So you know not to choose that one, you know to go this way. So this solution only works if you're allowed to ask one question, but each of them are responding to this question directly. These two can't really be allowed to interact with each other like in the movie, because the guy's saying, oh, he's the one that, oh, what's a lie? You know, they're that back and forth. They really can't do that because it ends up violating the rules of the game, which is that one of them always has to lie. So the only way that maybe there's a solution that would work if you're only allowed to ask one of them the question and the other one can respond to it. Maybe there's another question that would solve it that way, but what I'm saying is that the only way this solution appears to work is if the question is answered directly by both of them. So is there something I'm missing, or do you all see it that way too? I guess leave your opinion down in the comments. I wanted to draw it out because it helps me to visualize it a little bit when I see it on paper rather than just people telling me. So anyway, let me know what you think. Leave your responses in the comments.